On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Humming.
Producing a continuous, low, vibrating sound like that of the bee.
Examples:
Humming sound. Hummingbird. The humming of the bees filled the air as she walked through the garden.
Fascinate.
To attract and hold the attention of someone deeply and irresistibly.
Examples:
Fascinate the public. Fascinate the young. The magic tricks fascinated the children.
Progression.
The act or process of changing to the next stage or phase or moving forward.
Examples:
Progression of civilization. Progression of disease. The company has made great strides in its progression towards sustainability.
Velocity.
The rate of change of an object's position with respect to time, often measured in meters per second, m/s.
Examples:
Initial velocity. High velocity. The velocity of the car was too fast for the road conditions.
Achievement.
A thing that someone has accomplished, primarily through their effort and ability.
Examples:
Student achievement. A remarkable achievement. This achievement has never been formally accepted.
Historic.
Famous or significant in history, or potentially so.
Examples:
Historic accomplishment. Achieve the historic feat. The Chinese people have accomplished several historic feats.
Barrier.
A fence or other obstruction that makes it hard to move or get in, any condition that makes it difficult to make progress or to achieve an objective.
Examples:
Cost barrier. Information barrier. The police placed a barrier across the street to halt traffic.
Flee.
To leave by running away, especially out of fear or danger.
Examples:
Flee their homes. Flee abroad. It is a basic instinct to flee from a dangerous situation.
Pilot.
A person who flies an aircraft, especially as a job, a person qualified to guide ships through a difficult area of water.
Examples:
A test pilot. Pilot production. The pilot exercised great care in landing.
Eager.
Showing enthusiasm and a strong desire or interest to do something.
Examples:
Eager anticipation. With eager eyes. The children were eager to start the treasure hunt.
Turbulence.
A state of great disturbance, confusion, or uncertainty, often accompanied by violent or disruptive activity or behavior, such as air turbulence during a flight.
Examples:
Financial turbulence, emotional turbulence. The ride on the roller coaster was full of dips and turns, creating a feeling of turbulence.
Accelerate.
To make something faster or earlier, to cause to develop or progress more quickly.
Examples:
Accelerate a chemical reaction. Accelerate the car. The government tried to accelerate the commercialization of this development.
Circumvent.
To go around, avoid, or bypass something, often to achieve an intended goal or objective, to outmaneuver or outsmart a person or obstacle.
Examples:
Circumvent rules. Circumvent authority. I took a back road to work on time to circumvent the traffic jam.
Risky.
Involving the possibility of danger, failure, or loss.
Examples:
Change risky behavior. A risky enterprise. It is extremely risky to sail in such a storm.
Dive.
To jump into the water with your head and arms going in first, or to move down to a deeper level underwater.
Examples:
Dive into anime communities. Dive off a cliff. The sperm whale can dive to 1,000 meters.
Tragic.
Causing great sadness or suffering, very unfortunate.
Examples:
Tragic love stories. Tragic death. The tragic events of the war left many families torn apart.
Fin.
A thin flat part on the body of a fish or other aquatic animal used for propulsion or balance.
Examples:
Back fin. A fin of a plane. The shark's powerful fins allowed it to swim at high speeds.
Improve.
To make or become better.
Examples:
Improve a process. Improve the test score. We want to improve ties between our two countries.
Horizontal.
Parallel to the ground or in a baseline, being at the same level as all members of a group.
Examples:
Horizontal lines. Horizontal stripes. Airplanes need horizontal tails to improve stability.
Stabilize.
To become or cause to become steady or unlikely to give way.
Examples:
Stabilize prices. Stabilize blood sugar levels. The raising of interest rates stabilizes the inflation rate.
Moving.
Causing strong emotions or feelings, especially sadness or sympathy.
Examples:
Moving experience. Moving ceremony. His moving speech about his struggles with addiction brought tears to the audience's eyes.
Military.
Relating to or characteristic of members of the armed forces, of or relating to war or warfare.
Examples:
a military operation, a military leader. The military academy was known for its strict discipline and training.
Chuck.
To throw something carelessly or casually, to get rid of something or someone.
Examples:
chuck the ball across the yard. Chuck my job. I will chuck these old shoes in the trash and buy a new pair.
Aircraft.
Any vehicle that can fly and carry things or passengers, such as a plane or helicopter.
Examples:
an aircraft landing. Aircraft control system. The marine aircraft manufacturer demonstrated their newest hydroplane.
Supersonic.
Relating to or having a speed above the speed of sound, roughly 767 miles per hour or 1,235 kilometers per hour at sea level.
Examples:
supersonic aircraft. Supersonic wind tunnel. The spacecraft re-entered the Earth's atmosphere at supersonic speeds.
Shock.
A strong feeling or physical reaction to a sudden and unexpected event or experience, especially something unpleasant.
Examples:
death from shock. Shock resistant. He got an electric shock at work.
Thunder.
The loud, deep sound made by air expanding along the path of a bolt of lightning, a deep, prolonged loud noise.
Examples:
thundercloud. Deafening thunder of applause. The roaring thunder was so loud that it woke me from sleep.
Sonic.
Connected with the nature of sound, sound waves, or the speed.
Examples:
at sonic speed. Sonic wave. That company has introduced a new aircraft that can minimize the generation of a sonic boom.
Boom.
A sudden increase in economic activity, or a sudden happening that brings good fortune, a deep, loud, and prolonged sound.
Examples:
boom in sales. A sonic boom. The high-technology industry is enjoying a boom.
Distress.
A feeling of great worry, sadness, pain, or discomfort.
Examples:
a signal of distress. Emotional distress. She's been in great distress since she was heartbroken.
Damage.
To harm or cause injury to something or someone, often resulting in decreased value or functionality, To impair or negatively affect something, such as a reputation or relationship. Noun, harm or injury that is caused to a person, thing, or entity.
Examples:
Damage a relationship. Damage assessment. During the surgery, the doctor had to be extremely cautious not to damage a blood vessel.
Predict.
To state beforehand that something will happen in the future, mainly based on knowledge or experience.
Examples:
Predict the future. Predict when she will arrive. It's notoriously challenging to predict birth rates.
Atmosphere.
The mass of air that surrounds the earth, the pervading tone or mood of a place, situation, or creative work.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. A convivial atmosphere. The spaceship began to burn up as it approached the Earth's atmosphere.
Pond.
A small, shallow lake.
Examples:
A garden pond. Pond water. The freshwater pond was home to many different types of fish and was a popular spot for fishing.
Radial.
Of or relating to rays or the radii of a circle, spreading out from a central point.
Examples:
Radial symmetry. In a radial direction. The radial design of the wheel allows for maximum strength and stability.
Similarly.
In almost the same way.
Examples:
Similarly situated. Have similarly great abilities. We argue that wages for temporary workers should similarly rise.
Stationary.
Not moving or not capable of being changed.
Examples:
Remain stationary. Stationary bike. Stationary vehicles in traffic jams produce a tremendous amount of pollution.
Outward.
Relating to the external appearance or surface of something, visible.
Examples:
An outward journey. Outward cheerfulness. The outward appearance of the building was impressive, but the inside was in dire need of repairs.
Altitude.
The height of an object or point in relation to sea level or ground level.
Examples:
The meridian altitude. Low altitude. The plane flew at a high altitude to avoid turbulence.
Temperature.
The degree of hotness or coldness of a thing or place.
Examples:
Extreme temperatures. The atmospheric temperature. Cities around the world set records for highest temperatures this summer.
Dimension.
A measurable extent of a particular kind, such as width, height, or length.
Examples:
New dimension. The crosswise dimension. Overall dimensions are approximately 400 by 200 millimeters.
Concentric.
Having a common center, with circles or spheres that share a common center point, having shapes or forms that are aligned or nested within one another.
Examples:
Concentric design. Concentric shades of color. Concentric circles surrounded the target on the shooting range.
Sphere.
A round object or geometric shape that is three-dimensional and symmetrical around a central point, a particular aspect or scope of life or activity.
Examples:
Sphere of influence. Business sphere. The sphere of the Earth is divided into several layers, including the crust, mantle, and core.
Ray.
A narrow line of light, heat, or another form of energy.
Examples:
Opaque to X-rays. Effect of cosmic rays. Gamma rays penetrate body tissues and cause cell damage.
Perpendicular.
Forming, situated at, or being at a right angle to a given line or plane, upright or vertical, at right angles to the horizon.
Examples:
Perpendicular angles. Perpendicular walls. The two lines were perfectly perpendicular to each other.
Whistle.
To make a high-pitched sound by forcing breath through a small opening, usually with the lips or fingers. Noun, a piece of equipment that forces air or steam against an edge or into a cavity, and so produces a loud shrill sound.
Examples:
Whistle a tune. Whistle for help. The employee decided to whistle-blow on the company's illegal activities.
Bunch.
A grouping of several similar things which are growing or fastened together.
Examples:
A bunch of trees. A bunch of schoolgirls. One bad apple spoils the whole bunch. Frequency. An ordered array of colors into which a light beam can be split. Examples: frequency band. High frequency. The oscillator hunts for the correct frequency. Pitch. The property of sound that varies with variation in the frequency of vibration, the degree of a slope, especially of a roof, short presentation for selling or sharing something. Examples: make a pitch for a new product. A low-pitched sound. Her voice gradually increased in pitch. Nest. A structure in which animals lay their eggs or give birth to their young. Examples: bird's nest. A nest of thieves. The female birds build a nest and lay their eggs in May. Dramatically. In a very impressive manner.
Examples:
He confessed dramatically. The cabin pressure fell dramatically. Life expectancy has grown dramatically this century.
Overtake.
To catch up to and pass by someone or something that is in front of you, usually about moving vehicles, to come to a point where you become more successful, important, or influential than someone or something else.
Examples:
Overtake a rival. Overtake a milestone. The race car driver knew he had to overtake the other drivers to win the race.
Emit.
To give off or send out something such as light, heat, sound, gas, etc.
Examples:
Emit a gamma ray. Emit air pollution. During the unloading, the container box emits a clicking sound.
Cone.
A geometric shape that tapers to a point at one end and has a circular base at the other end.
Examples:
Traffic cone. Ice cream cone. Cone-shaped cells in the eye's retina are responsible for color vision and visual acuity.
Observer.
A person who watches or notices someone or something, but has no active part in it.
Examples:
A shrewd observer. An observer in the region. According to the theory of relativity, time is different for each observer.
Hyperbola.
A type of geometric curve, similar to an ellipse, but with two separate and distinct branches that approach infinity, of mathematics, the curve defined by the difference of the distances from any point on the curve to two fixed points, called the foci.
Examples:
Hyperbola equation. Geometric hyperbola. The astrophysicist analyzed the light spectrum emitted from the hyperbola nucleus of the distant galaxy.
Trail.
A path or track roughly through a countryside, mountain, or forest area, often made or used for a particular purpose. Verb, to lag or linger behind.
Examples:
A warm trail. Follow the trail. The storm left a trail of destruction behind it.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
Environmental determinant. A determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples:
Involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Equation.
The act of regarding as equal, Mathematics, a statement that expresses the equality of two expressions by connecting them with the equals sign.
Examples:
The equation of poverty with ignorance. A chemical equation. In this class, you will learn how to solve quadratic equations.
Variation.
The act or state of changing, a difference or change in the way something is done, made, or said.
Examples:
Variation of temperature. Gene variation. There is a lot of variation in the colors of flowers in the garden.
Initial.
Of or happening at the beginning, noun, the first letter of a word, especially a person's name.
Examples:
Initial velocity. An initial letter. They took the initial step toward reconciliation.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
Suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Principle.
A fundamental law or truth that explains or controls how something happens or works.
Examples:
Principle of treatment. Principle in business. Efficiency isn't an essential principle here, fairness is.
Locate.
To specify or determine the exact position of someone or something.
Examples:
Locate a missing pet. Locate a tumor. The robot can accurately locate construction material.
Intensify.
To increase or make something increase in extent or strength.
Examples:
Intensify diplomatic efforts. Intensify a good relationship. Rebels have pledged to intensify the armed struggle against the dictatorship.
Atmospheric.
Pertaining to or located in the Earth's atmosphere.
Examples:
Doubling of atmospheric carbon dioxide. Atmospheric pressure. The sea surface temperature and atmospheric circulation are inextricably linked.
Trajectory.
The curved path followed by an object moving through space.
Examples:
Career trajectory. A trajectory missile. The company has shown an excellent growth trajectory over the years.
Ongoing.
Continuing to exist or develop, or currently happening.
Examples:
Still ongoing. Ongoing support. The new Prime Minister has vowed to take measures against the ongoing economic crisis.
Mitigate.
To make less severe or less intense, to alleviate or lessen the adverse effects of something.
Examples:
Mitigate risk. Mitigate a natural disaster. Efforts to mitigate the effects of climate change require a coordinated and sustained effort by governments, businesses, and individuals.
Meantime.
The interval or period of time between two events, the interim or temporary time period between two actions or stages of something else.
Examples:
Meantime report. For the meantime. In the meantime, while we wait for the results, let's start working on the next project.
Prohibit.
To officially stop something from being done or used, especially by enforcing the law.
Examples:
Prohibit destructive activities. Prohibit the use of phone. Congress passed a law to prohibit the disposal of nuclear waste.
Silent.
Without any or little sound.
Examples:
Silent reading. Give silent consent. The politician remained silent despite intense media scrutiny.
Advantage.
A condition or circumstance that puts one in a favorable or superior position, a beneficial feature or asset that someone or something has.
Examples:
Score an advantage. Take advantage of his weak points. One of the main advantages of the new product is its increased efficiency.
Gigantic.
Extremely large.
Examples:
Gigantic proportions. Gigantic monsters. He was so hungry from the long journey that he had a gigantic appetite.
Crack.
To break or cause to break without dividing into separate parts. Noun, a line on the surface of something along which it is separated without breaking.
Examples:
Crack an eggshell. A crack in a board. He that would eat the kernel must crack the nut.
Deter.
To discourage or prevent someone from doing something.
Examples:
Deter aggression. Deter crime. The high fence was meant to deter intruders from entering the property.
Predator.
An animal whose natural behavior is to prey on others.
Examples:
Apex predator. Sexual predators. The native South American animals were in danger because of the predator's arrival.
Shrimp.
A small, freshwater or saltwater creature with a slender body and long legs.
Examples:
Shrimp cocktail. Shrimp farming. The seafood restaurant had a variety of dishes featuring shrimp.
Underwater.
Below or under the surface of the water.
Examples:
Hold my breath underwater. Seals sleep underwater. He is good at swimming underwater.
Stunning.
Causing a strong emotional reaction of admiration, surprise, or shock due to its beauty, rarity, or excellence.
Examples:
Stunning beauty. Stunning disclosure. The stunning sunset took everyone's breath away.
Pray.
To make a request or petition to a higher power, especially in the form of a respectful or humble request.
Examples:
Pray devoutly. Pray for rain. She closed her eyes and prayed for strength to overcome difficult times.
Distance.
The amount of space between 2 points, measured in units such as miles, meters, or kilometers, the extent, scope, or range between two things, such as distance or emotional distance.
Examples:
Driving distance. Social distance. The marathon runner covered a long distance in a short amount of time.
Snap.
To record on photographic film, to make a sudden, sharp sound. Noun, the act of catching an object with the hands.
Examples:
Snap a whip. Snap judgment. She snapped a quick picture of the beautiful sunset before it disappeared.
Oversize.
Larger than the normal or standard size.
Examples:
Oversized tire. Oversized bag. The oversized jacket was too big for her, but she still wore it because she liked the style.
Claw.
A curved, pointed appendage found on the foot or leg of an animal, used for gripping or grasping. A human hand with long, narrow fingers that are curved like a claw. A machine or tool with a claw-like opening used for gripping or lifting objects.
Examples:
Claw marks. Claw hammer. The bear used its claw to catch a fish in the river.
Relentless.
Persistent and determined, continuing despite difficulties or setbacks.
Examples:
Relentless attack. Face relentless pressure. The athlete's relentless training paid off in the end.
Pursue.
To do something or attempt to attain something over time, to follow or seek someone or something, especially in trying to catch them.
Examples:
Pursue a goal. Pursue freedoms. She intends to pursue a political career.